When a situation with someone or with a group of people become completely unjust and utterly inconsiderate to the point where your dignity is on the line, there is nothing wrong in asserting your self-respect through the utilization of brute force. When you end up on the wrong side of the spectrum when it comes to mistreatment from someone else, your solution to kill their abuse with kindness and niceness will only further validate their intention to bully you. It will only make them feel even more justified to hurt you, because there is no resistance. Why should they stop abusing you when it makes them feel good and makes their life easier? And if you think that this physical and mental mauling would stop just because you soothe their brows with your niceness, you are in for a rude awakening. They will continue to abuse you until they've established an exploitative relationship with you, whereby you will be regularly purged into enslavement by them to serve their own interests. Niceness in the face of conflict is a very clear form of fear and helplessness. It simply communicates a conceding sign that you are unable to defend yourself, so you resort to petty servitude in order to avoid getting hurt. They will quickly realize that you are completely defenseless and are unable to fight back or pose any threat to them. That is why they will be even more sadistically opportunistic to take advantage of you and drain you off until you have nothing left. You don't want to show fear in the face of conflict. You want to induce fear instead. And the only way to do that when every other more civilized method, such as avoiding, requesting, remarking, and even ultimatums won't work, is to use blunt force. Don't be afraid and don't feel guilty to do something shockingly out of character, whereby those who are exploiting you would never expect to come out from you. Reclaim your self-respect through your sudden assertion of self-defense. Insult them back, smack the table, throw an object at them, or even punch them hard in the face. Demonstrate that primal intent to protect yourself from being hurt and to eliminate threats, rather than just dwelling or contemplating on it because you are house-trained to be nice and civilized or because you are afraid to be judged and criticized. We cannot escape that animalistic fight or flight instinct of ours, as it has been ingrained into our biology and we are chemically or anatomically programmed to respond to it. When we are in danger, we can feel the compelling need to either defend ourselves or run away from it, and it is no different when you are bullied or abused. You can feel that need to break free or knock them all down when you are backed into a corner or physically surrounded. Use it. The bully will keep bullying you because you're an easy prey for him to exploit to hide his own inferiority. And this feeling of easiness will get him to become complacent in covering up his deficiencies. And when they are met with a sudden wave of resistance from you, which equates or even exceeds his own expectations, they will start to question their actions and become defensively anxious. Fear is an underlying form of respect, as it helps implant a narrative of dread that one can put you in a bad spot should you misbehave. You can notice this very easily in corporate settings, whereby the subordinates would talk bad about their boss behind his back, but when he walks out of his office, they all would stand up, greet him, put on the widest smiles on their faces, and start licking his ass. Because instinctively, they know if they were to misbehave, both their livelihood and reputation is on the line. This false idea of seamless, peaceful transition and progress in life with the people we encounter is implemented so that figures of authority in high society can exploit us as much as they want through our dreadful contemplation to completely abide by the civilized rules. It is inevitable that when we try to climb up the ladder in life, we will make contact with people that will not be fond of us, that will try to sabotage us or get rid of us. And most people concede in these circumstances and let others walk over them as they are too afraid to break the rules and know when to be bad to protect themselves. That is why they can't move forward. This dynamic of human nature can never stop and will never be stopped, especially as of right now in this technological age where everything is much more competitive than ever before. Conflict is bound to occur at various points in our lives, regardless if it's professional or personal, and we have to know how to properly deal with them, whether it involves indirectness, manipulations, boldness, mirroring, necessary violence, or simply walking away. But one thing is for sure, niceness is never a way to solve any conflict without you paying a hefty price for it. Why? Because conflict is about getting what you want, and niceness is not only conceding in getting what you want, but also conceding what's left of your precious commodities that you can't find a better place or person to allocate them to. Thank you for watching.